Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the new Becky Lynch Senlac FV something something something. Now, in the team listings, quite annoyingly, it's listed as the Becky Lynch. It doesn't change to the Becky Lynch Senlac, it just says Becky Lynch. To me, it shouldn't be like that. It should have the FV something something Senlac and in inverted commas the Becky Lynch or Becky Lynch or something like that. That's what they should do with the rest of this tank. It should the same with the Andre the Giant. It shouldn't be Andre the Giant AMX M454. It should be the AMX M454 Andre the Giant. Because then you know. I mean, generally you know by looking at them anyway because of the camos. And the camo scheme on this, it doesn't look horrific, but at the same time, I'm not completely sold on it either. I don't really know. So what we do, generally, my first general impressions of this tank is I've played about 18 games in it now, and it's actually pretty good. I really quite enjoy it. The gun's nice. It doesn't sound right. The gun that's one thing. The gun does not sound right. It doesn't sound like a 20-pounder. For some reason, it sounds like what the big gun used to sound like on the Conway before they mucked it up. And that's one of the ones that really irks me a little bit. I never get it when they get the gun sounds wrong. It's kind of like, what? How have you done that? Is it a 20-pounder is a 20-pounder? It should sound the same as the Carnarvon Action 10. It should sound the same as a stock Centurion 7.1. Or, what, the Centurion 1. I don't know why I thought the Centurion 7.1 first. But yeah, generally, this tank's actually pretty good. The gun handling is 0.38 accuracy, which is not bad for a light tank at tier 8, to be honest. I mean, it's not that great, but at the same time, it's not as it's not too bad. The DPM on it is 10.91 rounds a minute, which reloads in 4.something seconds. You've got this is one that's coming up right now. Okay, I was going to get onto this point, but it's happening. The HE rounds. Watch this. This is the new. Well, I say the new. This is the HE rounds. The 40 times. Or is it 53 times 40mm Bofors or something like that? Look how quickly this thing reloads. Yeah, we're doing 23. We're not penning there. It's got 850 pen for 80 damage. But look how fast it fires. 1.3 second reload. So when you're fighting a light tank, you can devastate them so fast. It's really quite good. It's not good for anything else. Putting that out there. If you're firing at anything else, unless it's like Shashka, it's not brilliant. Other than the light tanks and say Shashka, basically, because it's only got 50mm of penetration, the HE, and it does 80 damage. So obviously you do a lot more damage a lot quicker to lightly armoured tanks with the HE than you would if you were firing AP at them, because by the time you've reloaded you fired 3 shells with the HE, you've done about 30 or 40 more damage than you would have done with firing 2 rounds of AP or 1 round of AP. So right now we've got in behind their team and we're going to get the piggies. This is what we want to do. Goodbye, Mr. Piggies. Bye-bye. Thank you, Pascucci's. So we got rid of the piggies. We're on to 3 kills, 2.4k damage, 1200 assistance. And we're just using what was quite good about this tank. The mobility, the gun handling. The 1.8 second aim time is delightful. It means you can aim so fast. And we were going to go for this Jackal. That's why I've loaded the HE, because I can pen the Jackal with it. And I got a little bit surprised by the ISU and accidentally rammed the Jackal. Nobody saw that. That was completely to plan. Then the ISU donks his shot. I'm not too sure how he did that, because he was nowhere near getting to me. We shut him down. We're on 3.2k damage, 1700 assistance, and 5 kills. We've got the best best medal in the game already. And no, not the Pascucci's. There's King North Medal, the Scout. We're on that. Of course there's a guy capping, but there's a Dragon and a Dreadnought left. And they're somewhere around where that guy's pinged. Dragon's quite healthy. The Dreadnought's quite healthy as well. Now, I don't know why I'm going around this way. It's not the most efficient way to drive, to be honest. See, there as well, with knocking that tree down, if I was in one of the other British light tanks, like the LHMTV, I would have stopped dead. This thing has the engine power to power through. It's also, for a British light, it's quite fatty. It's quite big. So we come up behind this dreadnought, pop him one, pop him again, and then we kind of, while we're trying to manoeuvre, kind of get stuck a little bit on the hill behind us, and he shuts us down. I was hoping to get my top gun, but I messed up. No other way of putting that. I completely held my hands up, completely screwed that up. But we end the game, 3.6k damage and 1800 spotting, just like that. And like I say, this tank's, it's been quite a blast to play. My issue with it, well, it's not really an issue, to be honest. It's a non-issue. It's just the way you don't play the tank. Is it's not quite the active scout. It's because it's quite a big light tank and it's quite fat. It tends to get hit by a lot of people. It's not like a Vanguard, which just dodges in and out of it. I mean, there's not many tanks like that. You know, it just dodges in and out. But if people can RBRT you and snapshot you, they will quite easily. So I've noticed that it's quite punishing. If people decide to focus you, they will hit you most times. And it's a light tank. It's got no armour, so everything pens you. So that was an ace tanker, Pascucci's Scout, high caliber, 140,000 made. It's not bad for credits either, to be honest. I've also found that in a bad matchup, it's also not too bad. So right here, we're on Ensk, which isn't the best map for a light tank. And I'm platooned up with Turkey this time. Last game was Swindle. And we're going to see what we can do. Now, there is a position that I do tend to go to in a lot of tanks on this map. If I'm in a tank that's not got much armour, or he's got, say, just good turret armour and a decent gun, I will always go to this, try and get to this position at F6. Because you can put good shots down range. You can put shots down there, where I'm looking right now. You can put shots down the F line. You can put shots down across the diagonal of the C and D line and E line. So you can get lots of shots everywhere. You can keep your gun working consistently. See that guy there crossing the 705? We can shoot these guys, look. That's the good gun handling there, though. Look, I snapped the gun round and just plopped a shot in perfectly. And from here, keep the gun working. We're going to take a few chances because it's me. Well, it wouldn't be a video without me taking risky chances, would it? Pop a shot into this 705. Now the pen on this gun is pretty decent. It's got 192, I think it is on the standard, and 229, I think, on the APCR. So the APCR rounds, or the premium rounds on this gun, like, aren't as good for when you're bottom tier. Say as being in an LHMTV, which has got 256. Same as your standard rounds at 226. 192 aren't as good as the 226 of the LHMTV, which can be very helpful generally. But yeah, we're just going to keep popping shots. And like I say, this gun can be very, very nice. The shots you can put in are really good. So we're switching to APCR because this 705A is going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, we penned it with AP earlier on, but it's not a guarantee. And it's the same with this E50. Now, this 111.1 GFT has taken exception to me. This is a problem with the position that I'm in, is that you can get YOLO'd quite easily. If they decide to YOLO, you have got much choice. Now, there's luck there. Number one, he's quite lucky I didn't kill him, that the shot went very wide and hit his tracks. Number two, I'm lucky, because he should have killed me every day with hitting me with that 130mm. Every single day. So you've got to ride the rough with the smooth. He got, you know, I got unlucky in the fact that I didn't kill him anyway. And then I got lucky in the fact that he didn't kill me. So it's all good. So we're at 1500 damage, 1000 assistance, so we're back to this position again. I'm going to keep popping shots in. I think I've recognised that this E50 doesn't have the 105. He's got the really long 88. So I know I can take a hit from him. So that makes me even more bold in taking these risks that I'm taking right now. See, that's what I was talking about with the AP earlier on. I bounced off the E50 lower plate, which isn't the best lower plate in the universe. So I probably would have been better with the APCR. We shut down the Artie, who quite friendly, handily and nicely just gives us his life, which is great. Like I say, you get shots down multiple ranges. So like this Pershing crosses across, and we can just put 2 shots into him. And right now their team is crumbling. So there's this SU-130, there's Panther 88, and whatever else is in this corner. So right here, I figured this is my second game in the tank. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to try the HE. And here we go. Pew, pew, pew. It seems so silly. How fast that gunfire is like that. It just seems so silly. So reloading back to AP, because obviously we struggle with the pair, and we're going to start popping shots with this Type 61. Lucky for me, I can farm him, because he's not focusing on me, he's focusing on the other guy. So I can just keep popping shots in. Up to 4k damage now. I don't know if I'm going to kill him. Ah, I got the kill, so there we go. There's only 2 tanks left. There's the heavy tank over there, and the Pershing. And on Ensk, just like that, in a light tank that only has 180 alpha standard, we're up to 4.2k damage near enough. 1300, well, 1300? I can't read. 1100 spotting, which is quite nice. 3 kills. And we've got behind this Pershing. But we only get 1 shot in because the SU-130 shuts him down. But a very, for saying that was my second game in the tank too, a very, very nice game on Ensk in the Becky Lynch FV1066 Senlac. Like I say, it's a very nice tank. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, to be honest. It's well worth grinding for. Like, if you're looking at the season pass and thinking, can I be bothered to keep going, or because you can only get this tank by buying the season pass for 2k, for which you do get your you do get your 2k back and 200 gold. It's well worth getting the season pass for this tank and being able to earn it, because it's at like 7k to buy it at 7k, or you pay 2k and you can earn the 3 tanks and get your gold back anyway and pay for the next season pass. So it's well worth getting anyway. So as always, everybody, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.